Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Nyheim Hines now. Adam is in. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Saints 7.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Ready. Check back.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. Well, CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Falcons had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
3-3.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So the pitch and catch good for 11, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll go with the keeper. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the double. Strike. Long range. Go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And they'll run again. And he gets in. Touchdown Atlanta. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rip, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. Returnable here from the 38. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Ultra.
Back to throw here. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, move. Hey, confused. 52 blaster and cycle.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. These 2 teams all tied after 1. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Back to throw. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Second and 1. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. First target, first catch, and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
19 wide. 50 average. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
On second down, Kamara. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They run it again with Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here we go with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, second and 10 from the 25.
Check you. Ready.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. The The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Second down and inches. That's Olave bringing in another one. 2 yards, good enough for first.
Complete to Chris Olave. A pickup of 2 yards. And the Saints first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Ultra.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Down inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Let's go.
Throw left side. There's London. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Dances by him. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
A run for Kamara on first down, but the running room closes up quickly as he's only able to get a yard there. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He gets it to Thomas. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They'll set up a throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Let's go now.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10. They'll look to throw here. Olave over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. A give to Kamara running right. And he stopped immediately there. Arnold Ebiketie gets there for the stop. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Back to throw now on second and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver, and it's third down.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there. All that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
On the set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
6, 7.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
97.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Hey, green.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left.
17.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Ready.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field, thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
Singletary to get the drive started. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances of trying to win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Olave holds it in, and they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this returnable for Hines. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be Falcon football.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. He's back to throw. London hauls this one in. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Ready up. Go red. Wheel left. No, 10. Don't be well. Ultra. Get to your blaster. Hey, no beer.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Back to throw. Into the hands of London. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So 3 points, the deciding margin, and the kick no good at the